New tonight, sometimes one of the biggest obstacles drug addicts face in their road to recovery is a lack of support. Chesterfield County officials are seeking to crush that hurdle with their peer recovery specialist program. 8 News reporter Sierra Krug had the chance to learn about one couple's story.
Jonathan Carter and Ashley Dawson both had near-death experiences with drugs. Now, after years of using, they're each about 8 months clean and continuing to learn more about how to become their ideal versions of themselves and inspiring others along the way. This house is a vault of memories.
I was MIA, I was missing, I was running the streets.
Some positive, others painful.
You just get this lost look in your eyes. And seeing him look like that broke my heart.
Behind these walls, the place Jonathan Carter overdosed last August, a place where he and his girlfriend Ashley Dawson met with our team to open up and share their stories.
I try to give people that's in the same shoes as me or walk the same life a little bit of hope.
After nearly losing his life, Carter will never forget one of the first responders asking if he was trying to get clean. With one definitive yeah, he launched a new trajectory, this warm hug between people who were strangers less than a year ago. But now,
they're stuck with me, whether they like it or not, because we do call, we do check in.
Chesterfield Mental Health's Melissa Lewis and Daniel Athey with the county's fire and EMS team's mobile integrated healthcare unit.
Calls, about a little over a third of them are addiction related.
Another one of those calls after Dawson overdosed too.
I remember getting out the hospital and the first thing I was thinking about was getting high. So that's when I called Melissa.
These peer recovery specialists have experienced their own struggles with substance use. That's where the word peer comes from. They're trained to help bring others to a brighter, cleaner, unshackled life.
I didn't think that there would be people out there, especially that has a job, that actually have compassion for people like that walk in my shoes.
According to Athey, people with opioid use disorder often relapse more than 6 times. Carter has had his own ups and downs this past year, but he just bought a vehicle and has housing through a permanent supportive housing program. Together, the couple is taking it day by day, getting closer and closer to reaching their goals and setting an example for their children.
My ideal self will be smiling like I am now. I show up for the people that need me. I'm not at full capacity yet, but I'm damn near close.
If Carter's story hits close to home for you or a loved one, and you're interested in more information about Chesterfield County's program, we have links to resources for help at WRIC.com. In Chesterfield, Sierra Krug, 8 News.